I watched it and I wrote an article for Cracked about people who spend way too much money on secret layers. I mean,
Nice.
how are they building that underneath the Arctic?
And what else? I think we've talked about it 4 times. What else do they want? Like, what are they trying to take over if they have enough money to build that facility?
Yeah, and they built it over an ice shelf that could just fall on them.
Right.
So the whole time, they didn't have to send any submarines, right? All they had to do was drop a missile on the ice chunks above them. Wow. There's a lot to talk about in this movie. We haven't talked about everything, but is there anything else you wanted to get? I have pages and pages of notes here. But
and then we get into it, it just sprawls like oil on the top of the water, right? It just spreads out.
Yeah.
But I think I really want to get into the 5, our list here, Mark.
Yeah.
Our signature list. And so it's the 5 coolest things we saw in this movie.
Oh, okay. So, do you want to rattle off all 5, or you do one, I do one?
I'll do one, you'll do one, we'll go back and forth.
Okay. I love it.
Okay. My top favorite moment in this movie, coolest thing I saw, it was actually a shot. It was a shot in Fight with Nicole Kidman and the soldiers in the beginning of the movie. And the camera goes above her head and she does like a cartwheel on top of the trident and throws a trident through the guy into the wall.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest, beat of any fight scene I'd seen in a long time.
That is an excellent fight scene. And even during cinema sins, I think the guy took off 2 sins for the fight scene. He's like, this is amazing. Really well done. Nicole Kidman crushes him. I think it sets up how powerful the Atlantans are. She wants to protect him. Not only is it good at character building, but it kind of shows how far the Atlantans are going. Yeah, beautifully shot film. I love that.
Yeah.
My number 1 is when Dolph Lundgren takes off his helmet and does the hair swish.
The hair swish is a good moment.
I sent you that GIF, didn't I?
You did, and it made my day.
I found that clip and I made a GIF. Because when has Dolph Lundgren ever gotten a hair swish in a DC movie?
He hasn't gotten a hair swish in any movie.
Yeah, you're right. This was his first hair swish in a $160 million movie.
And he said he would have done this movie for free.
Yeah, he did, too.
He's like, I've been in all kinds of Expendables movies, but this is a superhero movie. I would have done it for free.
Yeah, he's like, you want to be part of these.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Broken helmet, and Atlantean puts his face in the toilet.
Oh, yeah, and he gets the breath. Oh, right?
Yeah. In a very intense fight scene, there was a moment of levity in that.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good gag right there, right?
It's a great gag. And the timing was perfect.
All right, my second one is, I think you might have this as the trench scene, where they jump off the boat with the flares, and you see just how many there are of them in the water.
Yeah. Did that shot remind you of the shot from 300 where they're all falling off the cliff?
I guess. It was in kind of slower motion, so I could see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just more Snyder stuff.
Snyder stuff.
No, wait, why didn't she just wake up Aquaman and they swam there instead of taking a slow boat?
I think because they need to have the movie needed to be a couple hours long.
Yeah, got it. All right, what do you got?
Belle, so they're fighting with Black Manta in Italy. The bell is going to fall on that small girl, and Aquaman jumps and just body checks the bell out of the way.
Yeah, that was sweet.
I thought that was amazing.
All right, so I actually have this, and this is the same scene where Mira jumps on the roof and one of the Atlantans jumps through the wall. Yeah. And the reason I like that is that scene, if you watch that action scene in Italy, it's one of the most coherent action scenes I've seen in a long time.
I love that there was 2 chases happening at the same time.
Yep.
And they would zoom through buildings to each other. I thought that was brilliant.
And you knew the geography. There's so many movies that you watch where, I mean, we're not old, where are they? Oh, but you're like, oh, I think I know where they are. But this one was a very cohesive, thought out move. And I just liked, I don't know, I dug that, I don't know, I like a good jumping through wall too. And not only did he didn't jump through one window into another window, that dude jumped through a wall. Yeah. I loved it. I didn't like the wine scene though. That felt very wasteful. But other than that.
The wine scene was a bit much.
Wine spikes? A guy's business is done.
Yeah, no, his entire inheritance for his kids, his whole livelihood is just gone.
Yep. Done.
Just dunsies.
All right, what do you got?
I thought the Orn Aquaman first fight where Aquaman loses was a brilliant fight scene.
Oh, the one problem I have is I bought tickets for this fight scene and they leave the auditorium. You can't watch it then because there's no screens.
Okay.
It's random. I just watched the Octopus then.
Yeah, 100%. No, I just thought that was a cool fight scene. I thought it was neat how they broke his mom's trident. I just like, for being an Aquaman fan, that was a cool little moment for me.
And you actually kind of almost took one of mine. But remember in the trailer during the fight scene when that massive, I think when Orm beats up on Aquaman, then the crowd just cheers, and there are those people, those extras that are really good at cheering. Remember, they're like, what? And then they go, Rah! What a great shot. That's a great trailer moment. So I'm going to put the crowd, I love to see the crowd cheer. That was, when you saw that trailer and you saw that, did you not like it?
I loved it. I loved it so much.
All right. And what's your fifth one?
My fifth one is the octopus playing drums.
Oh, yeah. All right. You took that, so I'll pick another one. I mean, that's just epic, right?
It's epic. It's a throwback to the 60s cartoon. It's everything this movie needs to be.
Now, my fifth and final one, it's a little weird, but at the very end, when Orm and Aquaman have their battle, they both jump out of the air and land on a giant ship. Aquaman lands on the giant ship and rolls. He's still kind of awkward. He doesn't have the superhero landing yet. But then Orm comes out of the air and just nails the landing, and then he turns his head. And it's just such a great shot. And it showed that Jason Momoa still has some humility to him, that he let P-Dub have a badass moment in the end, a great moment. So I love that scene where P-Dub just nails it. P-Dub has a superhero landing in this movie, and that makes me very happy.
Absolutely.
I love it. I don't think we need to cut. We don't need to. Are we going to cut these down, or are we just going to do?
No, because it's just stuff we saw that was cool, and at the end of the day, this is such a cool looking movie.
You know, I did so much research, but I don't want to drop all this nerdy stuff on people. But yeah, I mean, listen, man, I enjoy this. If this is on TV, I'm keeping it on. It's just well done. You could tell that Wan is having fun. I do think it's very murdery. I don't think I'll ever be able to get over that.
Yeah, but it's
so when
that's what these movies are though. Like without huge like explosions and like huge death tolls, it's the scope is growing. Like Roland Emmerich started the whole thing with Independence Day, like blowing up the White House and cities and whatnot. But since then, there's been this escalating like scope of damage, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's just what's going to happen. And when you can put faceless crab people on it, that's what they're going to do.
It's just aliens blew up the White House, right? Superman fought Zod in the city because he knew if he fought him there, it would mess with Zod's senses, so he had a better chance to kill him there and risk thousands as opposed to billions. In Avengers, a portal was opened and they had to fight intergalactic CGI creatures. In this one, the hero comes out of nowhere, destroys armies that had been tricked into war and had been peaceful up until that point, and he kills thousands of them. And then he's the king. No one's going to like him.
Yeah.
He killed everyone's cousin.
Yeah, but I think that they're just happy he's back. They've wanted Aquaman to be the king for a long time.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'm not swaying you on this. Every time I bring it up, you're like,
You're not. He's my boy.
There's a brick wall right there.
No,
but I get the same too, so I get it.
Yeah.
But this was fun. Well, thank you for joining me, man. This was great.
No problem. Anytime. So what are we doing next?
Oh, so what movie?
Yeah.
Wait, we had it set. I had the list down. It wasn't Faster, was it? It was, here, let me pull this up.
Were we doing Walking Tall next?
Let's see. Yeah, I think we're doing, let me check. You and I had a whole system. I sent you a thing and then you're like, yeah, I dig it. And then we both forget. But we have it in writing here, so that's good. That's a start for us. So wait, I want to do the Walking Tall. Oh yeah, when do you want to do? So after Faster. So we have Hobbs and Shaw, Faster, Walking Tall, and then we were thinking about doing 12 Rounds.
Right.
Rennie Harlan picture.
And then we're going to do Crossroads.
Yes, and then we'll do Crossroads. But we have Hobbs and Shaw next, and we're bringing Megan on for that one.
Yeah, because that's fantastic.
All right, this is good. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Adam Hodges, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.